Hello everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. I hope you're all doing very, very well on this sunny day, this sunny Sunday. AC Milan, we just had Bayern Leverkusen, 2 pre-season games in the space of 2 days. And we're all thinking, why the hell are we doing that? The reality is, I don't really know. Maybe we're going to hear more about it afterwards. But I have to say it's been enjoyable. It's been enjoyable, and I much preferred today rather than Friday. I was in the shed, nice seats, good people, nice view, and we played great football. I think we played better football than we did against Bayern Leverkusen. Is that because Milan were worse? Well, you could say that to an extent. They did have a player sent off in the first sort of 20-odd minutes, which didn't make it very easy for them. But I thought they improved, they got better, and I still think it was a good test for us just to see how our players are looking. And there was a couple of players I saw from a Milan perspective as well, and I thought, they look pretty bright, but just not on the same level. Totally different level between the two teams, and different stages of their process as well. We've got to look at where we finished 4th in the Prem. Milan, they finished 8th, and Allegri's coming in. This is his first season. He's got some good players, but they need, they need a little bit more. You've got Magnan, who doesn't want to be there. Some good players, but it's different. It was good to see Loftus-Cheek. I thought he was a little bit slow when he started, but I thought he grew into the game. He got better. He got a good reception from Chelsea fans. And one of my favourite chants of the day, there was actually some chants, believe it or not, was when Mike Maignan, I think he kicked the ball out or something like that, and everyone said, we could hear it in the Matthew Harding, "You're just a shit Robert Sanchez." I mean, that was quality. And fair play for getting behind our own keeper. I mean, we've got to do it. He's in goal for quite some time. So you might as well back the guy, even if you're not his biggest fan. I think we can all agree that's probably the one area of our team that we know we need to improve, but it doesn't look like we will. And, we just have to stick with what we've got, because it's clear that Jorgensen won't be starting ahead of Sanchez, so that is our number one goalkeeper. But one area that is a little bit of a cause for concern is Trevor Chalobah. And we were having this debate earlier about, should we sign a centre-back? Do we need another one with the injury of Levi Colwill? And then people were saying, oh, let Renato Vega come in. He can fill that void. But that doesn't really work for me from an emotional perspective, because that's like saying that we should keep João Felix at the club as well. These are players who don't want to be here. So why should we roll them out the red carpet if they don't want to be here? I'm not sitting here saying Vega's not good enough to cover. He clearly is. And I think he performed very, very well when he was in Italy. I thought he did a great job. And that move to Atletico Madrid only just fell through. And my argument was always, we didn't need to sign another centre-back. But if it is true that we've got Chalobah out injured, I don't know how serious that injury is, to be honest with you. We still don't know yet as it stands. Then maybe that's a conversation that needs to be had, because now you're looking at one of your more reliable players. You say, we might not be even with Trevor Chalobah. Are we going to rely on Anselmino? Are we going to rely on Josh Achimpong to cover? Fofana's certainly not going to stay fit for a whole year, is he? So then you've got Tosin, and we've heard that you can have Cucurella and Reece James playing in the middle. That's not a preference, is it? You'd rather have them playing in their best position.
Go Palma! I love you!
There you go. We all love Cole.
Mamá desde México, te amo!
Me gusta, me gusta.
¡Viva México, cabrones!
¿Dónde está la leche?
See you.
Have a good one. Don't know why that seems to be the phrase that always comes out. Where is the milk? That's what that means. How are we doing? Yeah, come on, say hello.
Yeah, I want to take photos.
What do you want?
I just wanted to make photos.
Well, come on then. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. No problem. We keep it raw. All right, all right. What did you think about today?
Yeah, it was a very good game.
Yeah?
Easy win, yeah?
Hey, it was a great win. Where did you come from? Where did you come from?
From Mostar, but I'm from Bulgaria, yeah?
Nice. Big up to you, my friend. Big up to you. Good to see you, boys.
Thank you.
Good to see you guys.
Bless you.
Bless you as well.
See you in the winter, hopefully.
Yes, I look.
Can't wait to be winter, to be cold.
Me too. That's right. They call him Cole Palmer.
But now it's a summer.
He's good in the summer as well. I mean, that helps, doesn't it? Maybe it would be even warmer if he wasn't on the pitch. There you go. But yeah, I mean, overall, it's a very positive atmosphere. I was in the concourse before the game. I was in the. You want one more? All right.
Like an interview, yeah?
Come on then. What did you think about the game?
It was very good and easy win, yeah?
And where do you think we'll finish this season?
I hope we will be the champion, yeah?
Hey, we all hope. All right. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. But yeah, I thought the atmosphere was better today. I just feel like there's a bit of a buzz around the ground, and we're seeing what we saw.
What I want to say is,
How we doing, buddy?
we're winning the league.
Winning the league.
We're winning the league. One centre back away, Xavi Simons away, we win the league.
Garnacho away.
Nah, do you know what? Garnacho, I really don't want that signing, innit?
Yeah.
But
Why don't you want Garnacho? Why?
I don't think he's a level raiser.
Yeah.
I think we need level raisers. We already got Gittins.
Yeah.
If we're bringing in somebody else in, it needs to be somebody that's above Gittins. Not on the same level, around the same age group, same type of end product. No, we need somebody top tier if we're bringing somebody else in, in my opinion. But other than that, we're winning the league. That's all I've got to say.
I'll tell you one thing though. When you mention Gittins, right? Here's the difference with Garnacho and Gittins. How much should we spend on Gittins? 55.
55, yeah?
Yeah. So if I'm saying that I can get a winger of a similar quality for 25 million less, I don't know if I can flip Gittins for a profit. I don't know that. But I do know that about Garnacho. And that's my argument.
Alex, I don't work in the boardroom. I'm a Chelsea fan. I don't work in the boardroom. I don't care how much they're flipping. I really don't. I want to see trophies back at the bridge. That's all I care about. I don't care about how much we flip this person. If we're talking about flipping, we got an academy. We can start flipping players. If we really want to flip, we can do pure profit. We got many players we can flip. We don't need to be bringing in Garnacho to be flipping him. Yeah. Like, I don't care about that. I want the champs and I want the Premier League. Liverpool.
Hey, 2-2 last time I checked.
2-2. I heard Palace could have got a penalty. But listen, today's not about them. Today's about Chelsea. 4 goals today. All right, man. I'm just happy, man. I'm ready for the league, man.
Who do you want to be your starting striker coming into the season? Because we've got one from João Pedro today, 2 from Delap.
I don't even think that's a conversation. João Pedro.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a conversation. It's great that we got Liam Delap and he's putting the ball in the back of the net, but I think he's a good supporting role. Yeah. Like, João Pedro, he's our guy. He is our guy. Like, I believe in him. I think he's getting 20. He's scoring more than Gyökeres. Remember I said it. He's scoring more than Gyökeres, more than Seshko. He's going to be competing with the Haalands of this world, man. I'm telling you, man. We got a gem in João Pedro. Be ready. Chelsea is back. Chelsea is back. That's all I've got to say.
Good to see you, mate. Have a good one. Have a good one. Well, there you go. People saying we can win the league. Champions League, well, a bit of a... I mean, to be fair, PSG, I mean, they weren't exactly difficult, were they? So if we play them in the Champions League, maybe we'll have half a chance. But hey, we'll see what happens. We'll see where it goes. I do think that we've just got so much depth. It was nice to see Hato in there, Asugo, so many new signings. João Pedro getting on the score sheet. He just looks like a silky player who can link up well. And you don't look at him and think, I don't like what I see. You always look at him, he's quite pleasant on the eye to watch, isn't he? Whereas Delap, he likes to get a little bit more stuck in, pushing and shoving. That's more of a classic striker, more of a hold-up player, someone who can come on and get a goal. So I like both of them. I'm a huge fan of Delap. I've always said that. I've always questioned the price tag of João Pedro. Is he worth the money that we spent on him, bearing in mind what he did for Brighton? But I mean, fair play to him. He's showing people why we bought him. And we talk about the recruitment. I mean, I've not necessarily been very critical about the recruitment. I've been more about the ownership and the way we run in that sense. But within the boundaries of what the recruitment are able to do and what they're allowed to do, we know that they could have signed Osman if they wanted to. They could have signed Gyökeres. They could have signed a lot of players. But there had to be a certain profile, a certain age. Everything had to fit into what we were looking for. And for the players that we've signed within that bracket, I think that you have to say we're moving in a good direction. And me personally, I'm watching the football over the past couple of days, and it is better. It looks better. Why is it better? Yes, pre-season. You can't really judge too much from it, but we've got better players, we've got more depth, and we've got a little bit more togetherness and experience. Not to mention the fact that we've actually gone out and won some trophies, which always helps. And trophies kicks you on, and that's brilliant, but we don't want to have a Ten Hag era here. We're not looking at that. He just came to Chelsea. He bottled it again. We've got another manager who hopefully can build us up in the league as well. I think that's the real expectation. I want to see us perform in all domestic competitions like any Chelsea fan. I want to see us progress further in the Carabao Cup. I want to see us in the FA Cup pushing forward. But what I don't want to see is us basically holding back in the league and not able to do anything else. And I think that that's one of the reasons why having this squad is going to be beneficial, right? Because if you don't have Cucurella and you want to rotate him, you've got Hato. If you haven't got Reece James and you allow him to hopefully overlap, then you've got Gusto. Midfield, I could give you 5 players, top players. Asugo, great cover for Caicedo. Santos and what's his name? Fucking hell. Fernandez, great depth in there. Lavia's injured. On paper, it's looking pretty good. And Estevao as well. I've been having this debate with a couple of people, not necessarily picking a side, but just asking the question, like, I don't know if he's ready to come straight into Premier League football, more for a physical reason than anything. I mean, he's clearly got the ability. But what I'm seeing at the moment, I'm seeing a player that's ready to start against Crystal Palace. I'm seeing a player that if Palmer's not in that 10, we saw Estevao playing in the middle, performing, having shots off and getting stuck in. There is nothing better than sitting there as a fan and not praying for a player to make something happen, because then doing absolutely nothing. There's nothing better than seeing a player just create, have a crack. And that's what Estevao does. So as far as I'm concerned, Estevao, I don't think we can justify him necessarily starting every week right now. Again, going back to the point I mentioned, young player, new country, physicality. These are all things that we need to sort of get an understanding of. But based on ability, good to see you, buddy. Based on ability, he's up there at anyone else. But there are a lot of fans who have sort of disrespected Pedro Neto, not in terms of slating him, but just putting Estevao straight on that right-hand side. And I understand what you're trying to say, because we're obviously excited about Estevao, but let's not disrespect Pedro Neto, because I'm a big fan of Neto, and I think that he was our best player in the Club World Cup. So if you said to me right now, who do I want to start against Crystal Palace on that right-hand side, Pedro Neto is my number one pick. My number one pick. You have Palmer in the 10, and then most likely you're probably going to have Gittins on the left. Although I'm not too fussy, if I'm totally honest with you. I would like to see Estevao play minutes, but I believe that Pedro Neto has pinned down that right-hand spot as it stands. But bringing on Estevao, showing him making an impact, it's like anything, right? Most fans believe, myself included to be fair, that João Pedro will be the number one striker at Chelsea, and then you've got Delap in a support role. But if Delap starts scoring hat-tricks every week, obviously that opinion is going to change. Right, so giving Estevao minutes, allowing him to come on and make an impact, I don't necessarily think that that's a bad thing. You've seen plenty of players coming in with a lot of hype, younger players coming from other leagues, other countries, and they haven't necessarily kicked the ground running, not because they're bad, but because the managers sort of held them back. And I just think when you're young, you've got to try and take care of these players. So that's my only thing with Estevao. But having said that, again, you can't doubt his ability. And no matter the age, no matter anything, this guy is clearly capable of playing in the Premier League. The question for me is just how much, right? What's the right amount? And I don't know the answer. Only Maresca will be able to tell us what he thinks. So, yeah, I'm trying to think if I've missed anything else. I thought Tosin was good. I thought defensively, Reece James, I saw him overlapping, which was really, really pleasant to see. Let's not sit here and act like AC Milan are a high-pressing team. They're not. They sit back with Allegri. He's always been a relatively defensive manager who's happy to counter-attack. But what I am seeing is a flexibility from the manager to allow James to go a little bit further up the pitch. Now, will we see that every week in the Premier League? I don't know, but I believe that we tried it in the Club World Cup. It did work, so why not try and implement that in the Premier League? Obviously, against certain teams, you will have to hold back a little bit. I'm not saying do it every week, but we've clearly got the quality. And if we can rotate with Gusto and James, I mean, that makes perfect sense. And Cucurella, as usual, he was fantastic as well. And that's basically it from me, to be fair. That is that's my general consensus. We've won the, was it called the Malta Cup? I walked past someone before I was going into the stadium. It's Crystal Palace. 1 penalty away. Crystal Palace, 1 penalty away. Oh, is this your car?